that. And sometimes we stop having a childhood, but I had a good childhood. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the streets. I did all the fun stuff you have to do, like stealing shit from the supermarket and running from the, you know what I'm saying? Like all the little, throwing rocks at, snowballs at cars and shit. Like I did a whole bunch of, I could curse, right?
Yeah, you can.
A whole bunch of shit I did when I was a kid that it was fun. So yeah, I had a good childhood. I can't complain.
Where was that?
I was in Lawrence, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
a lot of people know Boston, Massachusetts, but they don't know about Lawrence. And Lawrence is the real hood.
About Lawrence.
And probably not the hood today, the way it was back in the days. I don't know, because I'm not living there.
It was rough back then in Lawrence. I used to live in Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence is, bro, that
Like
Park
88,
Street.
88,
The Park Street, remember the Park Street?
Yeah, it was.
So that was crazy, you know what I'm saying?
I was 14 years old, actually.
And I was living there in crackhead era, when the crack was like, the crack era was crazy. You see a whole bunch of zombies, including my parents. You know, everybody was a zombie back in the days in the 80s. And it's crazy because that same street where I was raised in 16 Green Street by next to Broadway, you know, I remember my mom crying on the stairs because she couldn't pay we couldn't pay the rent, and she couldn't buy me ice cream when the ice cream truck came back. You know that was when that ice cream truck came back. If you didn't have money to buy the ice cream, that was the saddest moment in your life. That's when you like, yo, I gotta work.
See?
Yeah, man. When that shit came out, when the little song came out, and other kids buying shit, and you couldn't buy your ice cream, that shit was sad. And to think today they named that street after me.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So
Wow.
that's
fire.
I mean, I think that's one of the most biggest accomplishments I have, because yes, you know, you can win the Grammys, you can win the Billboards, you could do movies, but having a street under your name in a street where you can't even pay rent, but now they gotta see me forever in that street. It don't matter if I don't have money for the rent, you gotta see me in that street.
No, usualmente se la dan cuando la persona se muere. Como
Exactly.
A DMX le dieron ahora, pero se murió hace 5 años. Sí.
That's crazy.
Yankees, pero tú lo tienes
I went
ahora
there
vivo.
with my dad, and I remember because you could see where you see the my picture and everything on the street. You could see the house where I was, and I was like, Dad, remember when you said you can't pay rent? And then look,
You couldn't buy that ice cream.
Your son made it. Your son made it. Your son made it.
Let me just say it real quick. This is like, I got emotional right now. You talked about how you couldn't get the ice cream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get the Nicky Jam. Couldn't get the ice cream.
Couldn't get the ice cream.
They were gonna
man.
kick him out of his house.
Yeah, man. I remember when I used to listen to the little song with the ice cream truck come by, and I mean, I think that little sound will drive crazy any kid in the hood. Because you know, y'all been there, and it's like ding, 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 ding. You're like, oh my God, and you're like, man, I want ice cream. It's like that's all you want, and you see all the kids buying. It's like when you see a kid, you know, a neighbor buying with a burger from McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the home McDonald's home burger with the Wonder Bread, with the white bread, Terrible. They're like, nah, man, I want the real joint. And then later I know that hamburger wasn't too good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not good for your health. But you know, when you were a kid, you want all those stuff. So yeah, I mean, I remember I see some comments because I said in a different podcast. I said no, I was poor, like really poor and hungry in the States. And a lot of people were like, what do you mean hungry? Like in the States, like there's a lot of government helping, like food stamp and stuff like that. Like, nah, man. See, that's what you don't understand. When your mom and your dad, they in drugs, you know what I'm saying? Them food stamps. Food stamps become money for some other stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you get $500 in food stamps to buy groceries, they probably sell them for $100. And they sell that for $100 for what? For drugs. And then what? You hungry. Because when you in drugs, you don't think about your kids or you don't think about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They zombies, to be honest with you. So I was like, I had to go like I remember I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts in the back. You know this because you did the series.
You used to work at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, man. Exactly. You know they throw away. You know they throw away the donuts. They don't give it to people. They throw that shit away.
I know, because I used to take all of them. And go to my
take
block.
all of them. Yeah, and I used to.
I was donut master on my block.
Man, I used to go and I knew this shit. And I went to the back. And I used to take them them donuts to my sister to eat. Yeah. I remember we had no food. We were so poor. For some reason, I don't know why, we had vinegar and adobo. And I would take vinegar and adobo together and make like a little mix. And we would take like scoops of that so it could take the hunger away. And it worked. I don't know, for some reason,
Vinegar and adobo?
and adobo.
Damn,
I will mix both of them up.
You just started a trend right now, man. Start doing vinegar and adobo now.
Yeah, man. Vinegar and adobo. You will mix it
Lord.
up and take a couple of scoops with a spoon with that, and it will, like, you know, you feel like you okay.
See, it's sold.
Yeah,
It's coming
man.
out tomorrow.
Yeah,
The
man.
Nicky
I mean, we
mix.
were so poor. I remember that we didn't have a heater, and you know, Boston be cold. Massachusetts, I think,
Freezing.
it's colder than New
Freezing.
York.
Yeah, it is.
Sí, sí.
It is.
Y más en esos años.
It is.
Yo,
It is.
cold as fuck. I was like, God damn it. I remember this dude in the front of my house. He's like, yo, if you cut my grass, I'll give you some money. I'm like, nah, man, if you give me that heater you got over there, we good. He's like, really? That's an old heater. Like, I don't care. Give me that heater, bro. Me and my sister be in that heater like this. Wow. So yeah, we was messed up. But I think that's part of that situation makes you enjoy more the good stuff that's happening now. You know.
At what point when you were young that you realized now life was changing? Like, at what age did you feel like, okay, I'm not the average kid anymore?
You mean during my music career?
During my music, because you took off early. You had a deal when you were 12.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always been a hustler since I was a kid. I don't know if it's the state mentality or. When I went to Puerto Rico, my first album was in 1994. We didn't make no money, but the good thing is they will put me in every club, because you won't find a kid so young that could rap. Back in the days, all you had was Criss Cross. In Puerto Rico, there wasn't no Criss Cross or nothing like that. So for them, it was like, yo, this guy could rap. They would pay me $75 or $50 in the club just to perform the same fucking song every weekend. That's how I met Daddy Yankee. Cause I was singing, and the thing is, I was singing like I was singing like I was singing in patois and Creole, like I was singing in Jamaican. I wasn't singing in Jamaican. I was singing fucked up English, but it sounds Jamaican. No, you know what I'm saying? And people were like, "Yo, man, this kid is Jamaican." Okay, he kind of white though. Like he ain't got no dreadlocks or nothing like that.
Él es jamaiquino ahí.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.